Hello everybody, my name is Pravus, and welcome back to more Plague Inc. Evolved Custom Scenarios. Still holding out hope that the Cure mode is going to be released soon. Hey, keep teasing it. I know it's released on iOS and Android. Looking forward to seeing that on Steam. Any day now, guys. Anyway, I was browsing through the workshop just looking for a handful of scenarios we could try out in the meantime, and I saw one that sort of got my attention here. Super Mutants from Fallout 4! I mean, since I do a lot of Old World Blues Hearts of Iron on the channel, I figure, hey, this works out okay. It's by Northern Soldier. We are Super Mutants. We are unstoppable. Welcome to fan-made scenario based on Bethesda's Fallout 4. In this, you lead as Super Mutants to conquer the Commonwealth. FEV is an actual virus existing in the Fallout series. Okay, seems pretty nice. Please be gentle. From Poland with love. Aw, Pravus, if you try this out, I am your fan. Aw, thank you. I don't look for that, but it's always nice to see. It brings a smile to my face. Alright, it's a virus type. We're going to go for the ATP boost, Darwinist, Aquasonic Stream File, and Symptostasis FEV. I actually seem to remember FEV being a thing in, like, one of the Old World Blues national focus trees we used. I don't remember which one, but I seem to remember it. Anyway, Dr. Virgil left the Institute. After death of Dr. Saverson, Dr. Brian Virgil abandoned the FEV project and destroyed the lab and all the research. Then he escaped the Institute afterwards, infecting himself with a new strain of Forced Evolutionary Virus to survive in high radiation of the glowing sea. However, he also infected others. The Commonwealth, the year is 2287. The dwellers infected with FEV settled somewhere in the wastelands. Currently, they have no symptoms, and they are unaware of the dangerous virus. The choice is yours. By the way, the sole survivor has just left the vault. Don't let him exterminate the weaker mutants soon. Oh, good. Okay, so the player's about to go on a rampage and just kill everything that moves. Got it. Let's start in the USA. Not that it's, normally the best place to start, but in this case, it is. Now it's still wealthy and urban. Okay, so it's exactly the same as before. I was expecting in 2287, like, maybe everything's like, arid, dry wastelands and stuff, but nah, Fort Independence is still wealthy. It's going to be hard to deal with. That's fine, though. It just seems appropriate for us to start in the US of A, don't you think? Fallout and all that? I mean, presumably the rest of the world is also a nuclear wasteland, but the only story we seem to get is in the US of A, so we're going to go for that. Birds! Remember that innocent NPC birds flying around the Boston ruins? Secretly, they are carrying variety of virus, including bird flu, SARS-CoV, and most importantly, the FEV. Sounds good to me. We also have peer-to-peer transmission. Spreads by touching the green skin's body. All right, the mutants touching other mutants. Got it, gross. Unlocks new transmissions and sweating. Okay. Well, that's not particularly helpful in the USA, though it will be in other places. So peer-to-peer or birds? Let's go over peer-to-peer and see what else it unlocks. Oh, hello. Okay, we have stim packs. Stim packs in the wastelands turn out to be infected with the virus. Mutants tried to heal themselves, but they weren't able to do it properly, so they threw them away. Leaving needles out in the open? Gosh, for shame! How dare you! Mutant Hounds. Those vicious, overgrown green creatures are in fact FEV-infected dogs. Loyal to their green screen I keep saying green screen because that's just where my brain immediately goes, but green skin owners, they will take part in any long travel as well as combat. Fun, we have wandering groups. Okay, land, rural, and poor. I mean, I'm just looking for anything that's good in the urban area. Thick green skin protect the super mutants from radiation. Now they try to swim to engage the enemy. Also, vertibirds. Hello! Somehow super mutants learned how to operate the vertibirds. Not sure they're physically capable of that, but maybe. Some of them were stolen from Cambridge's BOS base, so now super mutants use them to their advantage. Okay. Well, let's look at a lot of the things and see if we want to come back to that. I've spent 3 minutes just reading symptoms and transmissions so far. We have a rash, that's generally pretty good and cheap. We'll take that. Headache, okay. Coughing, usually pretty good. We'll take that. Cysts, we'll take that as well. So now they've got bumpy green skin. They're practically goblins. For our abilities, we have our Winter is Coming, as well as Radiation Resistance. Claim Back Bay District. Central Boston region, a strategic point to strike Diamond City. No time to waste. Let's go, brothers. And we have environmental adjustment and viral instability. Most of this actually is exactly the normal bacteria stuff, just rearranged. But it makes you wonder if maybe there's something new down here that we just haven't uncovered yet up to this point. All right, well, let's just go ahead and move forward. The best thing to get probably would be drug resistance, just given the fact that we started off in the USA. We do have to worry about, the player coming and messing us all up. I'm a little worried about that. Let's get the drug resistance now, actually. In Fort Independence, that'll make a difference. What else we got out here? The Pridewin. Also, Sagas's Ironworks, Dunwich Drills, the Institute, Southeast Boston? In Brazil? How'd that happen? No one knows. Salem, Parsons, Four Leaf Factory, the Guinness Restaurant. Okay, so here's what I think is actually happening. I think that instead of a world map, this is sort of kind of intended to be representative of a map of Boston/Massachusetts and such, you know, the area for most of Fallout 4. Hence why we've got pieces of Boston, Lexington, and there's Natick, the Glowing Sea, Atomic Crater, Sanctuary Hills, the Covenant. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it's supposed to be. But, you know, given that the modding for Plague Inc. does not support a unique map type, the author did the best that they could with what they had. Which, you know, kudos for the creativity. I can't say it works very well, but I mean, I appreciate what you're trying to do, and I recognize that, yeah, that's pretty insurmountable. It's difficult to work with these map restrictions. Maybe someday the developers will allow you to create your own maps. Or maybe not. I don't know. I mean, at this point, I'm kind of just happy that the developers continue to support the game. They got their own other projects they want to work on, but here they are coming out with a new Cure mode and stuff, and they got Rebel Inc. and everything else coming out. Yeah, they got a lot going on. They keep this game going. I appreciate it. Skin lesions. I like skin lesions. Those are usually really good. Let's go for the birds. Hopefully we can get out of the USA and get into places like Canada a little bit. Well, I say Canada. It's actually the Pride Wind, but, you know. Whatever. I actually was recently trying to play a bit of Fallout 4, because I know that everyone says, you know, Fallout series is absolutely amazing, I've got to really get into it, and I play a lot of Fallout-based modded content, but I don't really know a lot about the game because I don't really play it. I played like a teensy bit of Fallout 3, but that's about it. So I don't know a lot of things, and I tried playing some Fallout 4, and I gotta say, I'm back with the same problem I have with like a lot of Bethesda's games. They're really impressive, but they're also so open world that I just feel overwhelmed, and like I immediately give up. Well, not immediately, but it's very easy for me to give up. The greenskins. Skin of the infected becomes fully green and thick. Average height increased to 2.3 meters. Combined with anabolic boost, turns infected into a super mutant. This looks a little bit like, you know, the zombies from the Necrosis, or the, how have I already forgotten what it is? The zombie plague, Necroa virus. There it is. Okay, anyway, yeah. So that's kind of what it looks like. I assume that mechanic's not enabled, given that it is just a virus type, though. Thara Mamoothworth. What? I don't know vegetarian. Okay, that's kind of funny, actually. I appreciate that. Let's go for some more drug resistance as well as some cold resistance, just because we are getting into places and we're still struggling to get out of the USA. Let's go for the land and urban of the glowing mutant hound. Despite the trait glowing, they are the only one entity in the game without that greenish glow. Well, that just seems like a misnomer now, don't it? Actually, it seems like we're getting around really fast all of a sudden. What the frick happened over here? I don't know. Let's get some water radiation and try to get out on some of the islands and such. We're probably going to want to get at least one level of heat resistance so we spread faster in Africa, etc., etc. Though it does look like we're having a little... I say Africa. Again, it's not Africa, but you know what I mean. But it seems like we're spreading really well. As long as we can get into places like, I guess, Malden really fast and get over to Spectacle Island quickly, then we'll be fine, right? Probably. Let's see. Legendary glowing mutant town. More lands and urban. Yeah, they have now those F. Oh, I guess this is supposed to be a curse. Have 50% more health and do even more damage. Great. Let's go for sweating. That's good in the humid environments. Let's go for the perfect swimmers. We could go for the paratroopers to be dropped from a vertibird. We also have vertibird 3. Some of your vertibirds exploded for no reason. Yeah, Fallout 4, baby. However, suit mutant mechanics are able to repair them and bring them back to combat. Sounds fun. Not sure we necessarily need to do that. Do we want to just go ahead and unleash the green skins? I'm a little worried about getting too much severity too early. Is anyone even able to work on the cure? I suppose the cure is like the player going around and like murdering all the super mutants, right? Or something. I don't even know in Fallout 4 if you kill super mutants. Again, I haven't gotten very far into the game. I'm like very early on. Like I rescued people from a hotel. I got lost in a sewer. It was terrifying. I'm keeping my power armor, dang it. I'm not letting it go. Anyway, let's see. So we could go for some more resistances. I mean, yeah, I think a bit more cold resistance makes some sense in this case. We probably should go ahead and unleash these guys. Well, we got it whether we like it or not, so I guess that takes the question right out of my hands. You know what? The decision was made for me. We do need to make sure we get into the atomic crater as well. Let's not forget about that. Overwhelming hunger. Super mutants feel indescribable hunger due to high demand on energy in overgrown muscles. That makes sense. They start to catch and eat Commonwealth animals alive. May be fatal. Do they start catching and eating the humans too? Could very well be the case. Don't know. Let's see. Do we want to go for the wandering groups to the land, rural, and poor? Yeah, let's pick that up. Explore, shoot, kill humans. Yeah, I'm mostly just looking for anything that helps me get out of the, out of Malden a little bit faster. Want to get into this atomic crater. What's going to get me in there? A lot of ports are starting to shut down, and this is what I'm worried about. Okay, so we got into that. Now it's a question of can we get a boat over... Oh, gosh, dang it. Freaking... All right, hang on. Paratroopers. And emergency button in case you didn't make it to Greenland. Yes! I was about to say let's restart, but I was hoping that something like this would exist. Super mutant paratroopers immediately attack untouched part of the Commonwealth in order to create a new outpost in case you didn't make it to Greenland. Thank you, super soldier. I appreciate it. All right, we're getting a lot of mutation here. I probably should catch up on what's going on over there. Is there anything else we are currently missing? No, every country's been infected. All right, I feel pretty good about our situation right about now. So what do we got here? We got the overwhelming hunger. We got cannibalism to bite and eat humans. We got enhanced sensory integration. Okay. This is a lot of stuff I would expect for an Necroa virus. Honestly, it's the same sort of mechanics, but I assume, I could be wrong on this, but I assume the Necroa virus mechanics of being able to increase severity and therefore, you know, increase the effect of some behind-the-scenes zombies, in this case mutants, I assume that's disabled. I could be wrong. Weaponry, unlocking new symptoms. I'll take that. That leads to an assault rifle. I want more lethality. Yes, please. Also, Molotov and grenades. He will explode. Yes, please. Also, missile launcher. Misspelled. I said I want more lethality. What part of that did you not understand? Give me more death. Super mutant, suicider mutant. Okay, as long as we don't overkill in Spectacle Island, we'll be fine. Meat bags. I want to say that's a Fallout reference, but of course my brain immediately goes to HK-47 from Coder because he's awesome. Anyway, what else is left here? Trinity Tower. I don't know where that is. It's right here. Hang on. Trinity Tower is Iraq. Got it. All right, well, we're fully infecting the world at this point. What's this? Behemoth. Legendary overgrown SM. Super mutant that smashes everything that moves and throws massive rocks at enemies. Probably the strongest enemy in the entire series. You think so? Good. I'll go for that max lethality. That sounds great. Super mutants unite. The cure slows. Like that. Leadership. Strongest mutants become faction leaders like Hammer, West Everett, or Fist, Trinity Tower. Unlock new symptoms. We get attack the Minutemen. Oh, I met them. Okay. Destroy Fort Independence. Slows the cure. Attack Diamond City. We're running low on supplies. Let's go purge the humans in DC. And shoot down Prairie which is, of course, Canada in this case. The Boston, Massachusetts is known more. Sabotage the cure. That's what I want to see happen. All right, let's just go ahead and sabotage that cure a little bit more. Destroy the experimental serum. Sadly, Virgil won't be able to cure himself. I don't know who Virgil is, but I feel very bad for Virgil. All right, we got pretty much max lethality, so the whole world should be pretty much dying right away. Say goodbye to the weirdly shaped Massachusetts. If only Massachusetts was actually shaped like the world, that'd be really freaking weird. There'd be some sort of weird meta going on in there, you know? Planetception. Anyway. There we go, though. We got this. Nice. Okay. 334 days. I was actually able to beat that within a year. 30% cure progress, 73,706 points, and 3 stars. It's honestly not a bad scenario. This is one of the better ones I played recently. Yeah, it's got some grammatical errors and blah, blah, blah. It also was a little bit easy. It went fast. I feel like once we got out of the USAR, spread was ridiculous. I don't know how that happened, but it did. But overall, yeah, I think it went really well. The one thing this scenario will probably benefit from right now are actually some pop-ups and events to really kind of enhance more of the Fallout theme, which I think the author said they want to do, but either don't know how or haven't had time. One or the other, I don't know. But that would help a little bit. And of course, if the developers, you know, want to add in some customized map features, I mean, I wouldn't be upset about it. I don't think anyone else would either. Yeah, I actually recommend that. I think that one was pretty decent. Not half bad. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you do enjoy. If so, then I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.